So the other day I was working on a job site.
那之前有一天我在那个工作。
And I was actually helping a friend of mine do some work.
实际上我在帮助我的一个朋友在做一些事情。
And he had dropped a drill bit.
那当时是钻头，它掉下去了啊。那就是那个叫什么钻头？对，就是钻头，钻孔机上的那个钻头啊，掉下去了，很小，又掉在那个儿童的那个游乐场里上。说主啊，这我该怎么办呢？
And the Lord said in my heart, he said, speak to the drill bit.
那结果神就对我的心说话，说你对着那钻头说话。
And so I said, drill bit, show yourself.
所以我就对那个钻头说话了，我说钻头，你现在你向我显明你在哪儿？
And then I said, angels, make it visible.
那然后我说天使，你让这个钻头现在就出现。
And right where he had been walking before, in about 10 seconds after that,
那也正是在我说完这之后，也就只有这10秒钟的时间。
he said, oh, right there it is in front of me.
那结果呢，朋友说啊，就在这里，就在我前面呢。
And so what I realized there is that was a very simple solution.
那我才意识到，哇，这才是个最简单的一个解决方式。
So instead of making it complicated and a big long process,
那实际上我们不需要去做特别复杂的一个流程。
I just spoke to it, it became visible, and we kept on working.
所以我们就这样了，它就出现了，然后我们继续工作。
But one of the other workers was not a Christian.
那我们当中有另外一位一同帮我们在做事的，他呢不是基督徒。
And he was just there like looking in surprise.
那他就看着我们，他觉得这简直是太令人惊讶了。
And I just looked at him and I said, did you see what God did there?
那所以我就看着这个人，我就在说，你看没看到刚才神所做的事啊？
And he just got this big smile on his face and he said, well, I guess so.
啊，他就脸上堆满了微笑，他说，哎呀，我猜想我的确见证了。
So I didn't push him any further right then.
那我就停在那里，也没有说再继续跟他去讲更多。
I didn't feel like the Lord was telling me to say anything else.
我也当时也没有感觉到圣灵在里面来告诉我要去给他讲个什么事情。
So that you would believe that you could command fallen angels to do what you say, right?
那你可以相信呢，相信呢，你可以来命令那些天使为你来服侍。
So if you would do that for demonic forces, why would you not speak to good angels?
那很多时候呢，我们都会相信说，有那些魔鬼呀、邪灵啊，你可以去命令他；那些就是堕落的天使，你可以去让他去做事，是吧？命令他。那你可以命令那些不好的那些灵去做事情，做不好的方面命令他们。那你当然也可以命令要这些这个天使为我们去做好的事情，这些好的天使来为我们做好的事情。
So angels have one purpose.
天使有一个目的，
And they were made to serve the king.
他们被造就是来去服侍王。
So the king has directed them to serve his children.
而这王呢，也就是已经是命令他们来去服侍他的子民们、孩子们。
So when they serve you and you are made in the image and likeness of the king,
当他们来服侍你，而你正是神的形象所造，
it is their greatest joy to serve you, and by doing that, to serve the king.
那他们来透过这样来服侍你，他们就是他们极大的喜乐，因为这就是去服侍王了。
So I have asked the Lord for direction on this.
所以我也问主，在这个方面来问主。
And there have been many times where I have forgotten about that.
那很多次我都忘记了。
And then it comes to my heart, hey, tell the angels to do this.
那很多时候我都忘记这个了，忘记那个了，但是我内心里面就有声音说：“来了，你让天使去做呀。”
So no, I am not praying to them as I would pray to God.
那当然，我对这个天使可并不是说像对神那样的祷告，我不这样。
I am basically knowing that they are surrounding me.
那基本上就是说，我知道这天使在我身边，
And they just want a job to do.
他们就是等待着你给他们任务去成就去做，
They are waiting for direction.
他们在等待着你给他们去指挥方向。
And so that has changed everything about how I see them.
这就完全改变了我怎么样来看待天使啊。
And I will thank them for serving Yahweh.
所以我是也感谢他们，他们来去透过这样的事情来服侍主。
Because their greatest goal is to serve Yahweh.
因为他们他们被造的最大的目的就是来服侍主。
So I will always point it back to that is the purpose of what they're doing.
那所以我总是来给大家来讲，你一定要回到他被造的目的，在这个方面，他被造是来服侍主。
But I had a vision one time when I was in the presence of the Lord.
但是有一天，我在这个与神的同在中，我看到了一个异象。
And I was actually laying on my back on the floor, just worshiping the Lord.
实际上那一天我躺在地上，就躺在那里来敬拜主。
And I heard his voice. He said, "Stand and take your place."
那结果我听到有个声音说站起来。
So I stood up physically, but when I did, my eyes were opened in the spirit.
那我就这样，真的是就站起来，人就站起来了。同时呢，我灵里的眼睛看到了。
And I was standing and I looked around, and directly behind me was a throne.
那结果我就站起来，我四处看了看，看到就在我后面正是有神的宝座。
And there was a whole line of thrones, all the same size.
那有好多的这个宝座就在那里。
And we were seated in front of the king, and his throne was massive.
但是你看到很多的宝座吧，但是是最大的那个宝座呢，就是神的那个宝座。
But as I looked around, there was all of these thrones were empty.
然后我就看到所有其他的宝座都是空的。
And the people had not taken their place.
那这些人呢，并没有坐在那宝座上。
So after I was sitting there for just a little bit, I stood and looked in front of me.
那然后呢，我就坐在那里然后站了一会儿想了一下。
And spread out in front of me was a whole host of angels.
那你知道，我就坐在了我的那个宝座上，然后看到在我前面一大排都是天使。
And they were all in order and rank.
那他们都按照自己不同的职位、不同的位置所在。
And so they were in a grid pattern of 10 by 10. So there was 100 angels in a square.
他们是站成了一个正方形，就是10个一面，另外10个另外一面，所以是一个正方形10乘10这个阵列。
The front line of angels was dressed in gold.
那站在最前排的这个天使呢，穿着的是金色的盔甲。
And the rest of them were dressed in silver.
并不是盔甲，是穿着衣着是这个金色的。那后面的呢，他们衣着是银色的。
And so directly in front of me, and I knew this was my company of angels.
那就这些事情就发生在我前面， 面前，所以那时候我立刻就明白了，这些天使都是来分配给我的。
They were all in squares of 100, and I said, Lord, how many?
那他们都是这样十个的这样的阵列，正方形的阵列站着的。然后我就问主，我说主啊，到底有多少天使啊？
And he said, 10,000.
那神说有10000天使。
And then I remembered what Jesus said when he was on the cross.
那我还
I don't
记
know
得
that he-
耶稣在十字架上所说，
when he was on the cross, that he could have called 10,000 angels.
那你知道他在这个十字架上，他说我可以来叫100000天使下来。
So my belief is that we all have 10,000 angels at
所以
our call.
所以我现在跟你说的时候，我们每一位都可以叫100000天使为我们服侍。
And most of them spend their entire existence doing nothing.
那而大多数天使，说实话，他们就是无所事事，没事儿做。
Because the sons of God have not taken their place of authority.
因为我们这些神的子民们，我们没有说拿起我们的权柄，是叫他们做事情。
So it was after that that the Lord began saying, commission your angels to go do that.
那结果我看到这些之后，神就对我说：“来命令那些你的天使去做呀。”
So most of the time when I'm doing that, I actually am just speaking in tongues.
那大多数我在做的时候，我就是在说方言。
Because I don't know the perfect thing for them to do. And so I will just say, this is a direction to the angels.
那因为我并不知道到底有一个什么样的最完美的一个方向来带领他们，所以我就是来方言祷告。我就说这我做的这个方言祷告就是给这天使的方向。
And then I will say, and I will pray in tongues,
然后
believing that
我就这样来方言祷告，来相信。
And then in my heart, I'm believing that the word of the Lord is going forth for them to take action by the authority that he's given me.
那在我内心里面，我相信